Hi everyone, welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at the DC Collectibles Batman figure from Batman Arkham Knight. I really do like what they've done with the artwork on this packaging, and just before I go to the back, if you just look inside there, you can see that the one ear is slightly warped in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it out and I'm going to try and fix that, well, as much as I can in a short space of time before doing the review, just to show you that if that happens to you, you can get it fixed. And then on the side here we have a nice art rendering of Batman right there, and then we have the rest of the figures in Series 1. So I have Harley up. I'll put a link in the description so you can go ahead and check that video out. I'm going to be getting Arkham Knight as soon as I can whenever that comes out, and I'm also going to be trying to track down a Red Hood at some point. So let's get this thing open and take a closer look. And here we have Batman out of the packaging, and these DC Collectibles Arkham figures, they seem to just keep on getting better and better and better in terms of how they utilize articulation, whilst keeping good detail, in giving us great accessories and everything. And this figure is all about all of those. It's got everything that you would ever want from this figure. So first of all, let's just talk about that ear. As I had already mentioned in package, it was bent inwards, and as you can see, it is now pretty much straight. I just spent a really, like just 2 or 3 minutes just doing it. Basically you just heat it up for about 30 seconds to a minute just to let it get really, really soft and pliable. As soon as you take the heat away from it, it will start to rapidly cool. But what I did is I just put a little bit of cold water in the sink, and basically as soon as I took the heat away from the hairdryer on full heat, just basically pinch it and hold it in the position I want, and then I just put the ears into the water whilst I was still holding them, just so that it cooled quicker, and then it's just instantly hard, and basically that's all I did. Obviously, as you can see, it's just a little bit wiggly. That's just, again, just how it was in the package, basically. And here we are close up, so that's how it looks right now. So yeah, I couldn't spend more time in a little bit, just to get that nice and straight and a lot closer looking to the other one. But I just thought I'd leave it like that for now, just do it really quick and then get on with the video. But yeah, so if you have that problem with not just Batman figures, but any figure, just use a hairdryer and then just put it in cold water and you should be fine. So taking a look at the accessories, here we have the Batarang. It's done very, very nicely. We have the gunmetal silver on the edge, signifying the blade. As you saw, it fits very well in the hand. It's a very nice tight fit, whether you put it that way around or that way around. It also fits in this hand very, very nicely, and also the other hand that we get, which right now I have the grapple plugged into right there. As you can see, the fingers fit through the holes right there. This hand also does the same job, and to be honest, the grip on them, it's only slightly more open than that, so it's easier to get it in. But if you did kind of like just force this open a little bit, you could get it into that one as well. As you can see, those two fingers are separate, and those two fingers there are joined together. Exactly the same with this one. So it's just another hand to replace that left one that's just a little bit more open, so it's a little bit easier to fit this in. The fact that we get this gripping hand means that basically, you can still hold some of the older accessories from other Batman figures from DC Collectibles, which is very nice. Something else you might have noticed whilst I was showing you the earpods is the fact that this shoulder pad was missing, and I have that right here. The reason it's off is just because it's a loose fit, but basically it's keyed and they have an L and an R inside them, and they actually just plug into the arm right here. Now, yeah, like I said, this one is a little bit looser. It stays on, but as I'm moving the figure around, it will wobble around. So on a shelf or whatnot, it'll be perfectly fine. But just for doing the review, I'm just going to leave it off just because, it's just going to keep on falling off anyway. I could just put a little bit of glue on that or something like model glue that's really, really thin, just to thicken it up a little bit, not to actually just glue it in. But the really great thing about them being attached here, and they're, can slightly move in that joint, and they're a little bit pliable, means that, as you can see, if this was just stuck to the shoulder, you'd only be able to move the shoulder up that much. But because they can come up a little bit, because they are, just pegged in, you can actually bring that shoulder right up over there, which I think is absolutely fantastic, which means that we get this awesome suit, but it doesn't actually limit any of the range of movement there in that arm and shoulder joint, which is absolutely fantastic. And the fact that it's pegged in like that and it's not molded in means that that piece can't snap, so it's just going to fall off, which is again fantastic because you don't want a broken figure. And it just absolutely looks fantastic. You can see that it's got that kind of carbon fiber effect, so he's obviously looking to get, lightweight armor with this suit. So it's bulky but not too heavy, which I really do love the design of this suit, by the way, for the game. Can't wait to play it. Really, really nice design throughout. You got this slightly different, darker grey here on the chest. And then going down for the rest of the suit, you've got this grey with a bit of a kind of darker, bluey grey kind of, I don't know, dry brush or wash or whatever it is, over the top so that it gets a really, really nice, detailed, dirty look. I really, really love it. They have got all of these really nice silver marks down here on these shins. So it's just showing that he's got a bit of a worn suit. That's just from battle damage and whatnot, which I really, really do like. And we've got just little silver dots here and there showing how the suit is pinned together and whatnot. The belt detail on the back is really nice. They just have a little bit of yellow on the butt there, but that's no problem to get off. The detail on the back itself there, you can still see more carbon fiber bits under there. The cape itself has not just nice lines going through and actual like ripples and wrinkles and all sorts, but it's actually got really nice line work as well molded into it. And because of it being so pliable, it's not going to inhibit any of the poses that you can get him in. It's connected to these carbon fiber shoulder bits up here, and yeah, it just looks fantastic, doesn't get in the way of the shoulders, very pliable, very, very nice. Taking a closer look at the head sculpt on this, we don't get any stubble for this Batman, but we do have a little bit of painted lips right there, and the eyes are done pretty well. Considering they are so small, they are done extremely nicely. And now for the articulation for this guy. He doesn't really look up, but he looks down a little bit, and then we also get left and right, and you get a little bit of side-to-side pivot there too, so you can get really nice emotive poses from him right there. The shoulders, as you saw earlier, come all the way up, and they go all the way around, and they swivel at the bicep. We have a double-jointed elbow, which, as you saw at the start, can really get a nice batarang throwing pose. The wrists swivel, and they also move in and out. And then obviously that one is interchangeable with the other hand. The ab crunch works really well, goes all the way back and all the way forward. As you can see, the detail runs all the way inside as well, along with the paint app, so that's very, very nice. We have a waist swivel right here. The legs, they move forward. As you can see, the pouches are glued onto the side and they are pliable, so that works just fine. They can also come out to the side. We have a rotation at the thigh. Double jointed knees which go all the way up, which is very cool. And then down here at the feet, they go up and down. We have ankle pivot, and it seems that this joint inside here that the hinge is connected to, you can see that rotating a little bit as well, so you can kind of move the foot around a little bit with that too, which is very cool. The figure stands 7.5 inches to the top of the head and then almost 8 inches to the top of those ears. So as you can see, the actual head and the shoulders and everything, they are much larger than on the Arkham Origins Batman that we have standing on the right. So as you can see, this armor makes him stand a little bit taller. The ears are also taller and everything, so it's a much more imposing Batman figure to have next to the other Arkham figures, such as Harley Quinn right here, which was basically the same size as that Arkham Origins figure. So the fact that this Batman is now a little bit taller means that it's going to work better in scale with the other figures, such as the villains from the line. And if you want to see my review for this Harley figure, go ahead and check out the link that will be in the description below. So if you haven't guessed it already, I definitely 100% recommend that you pick up this Batman figure if you're a fan of the game series or if you're just a fan of Batman. It's a fantastic figure. You have an amazingly accurate look that doesn't inhibit any of the articulation, and the articulation doesn't make it look junky or anything. It's just absolutely fantastic. In my opinion, it's the best one from these Arkham figures so far. And like I said, stay tuned for more Arkham Knight figures to come, including the unboxing of the PS4 Collector's Edition version of the game, just like I did for the Arkham Origins game. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, and if you want to see pictures of these two figures, including many others from my collection, including things that I've got coming for reviews, make sure you check out my Instagram and Twitter. It's Homerino123 for both, and links will be in the description below. And if you want to stay tuned for more Arkham Knight figures and other things from DC Collectibles, go ahead and subscribe. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.